Hi, everybody. You're joining me atop the roof at our generalate here in Rome. And you're joining me with Father Wesley Spiewak.
Yes.
And he is soon to be Bishop Spiewak, or Bishop Wesley. I'm not sure which he prefers. But it's a wonderful and exciting time in his life and in the life of the community. This doesn't happen that often. And so what was the experience like when you got asked? And how did you come to, I'm going to do this?
When the telephone rang, well, I answered that. And there was the secretary of the nunciature in the port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago, who is actually Polish. He's a Polish priest from the Diocese of Tarnów, and he made his doctorate on Father Semenenko. That's Reverend Paweł Obiedziński.
One of the co-founders of the congregation.
Yes, Father Semenenko, one of the co-founders of the congregation of the resurrection. So Father Reverend Paweł Obiedziński, he told me, I'm calling from the nunciature in Trinidad and Tobago, and the nuncio, apostolic nuncio, would like to talk to you. Are you Father Wiesław Spiewak? Yes, I am. Okay, so when the nuncio, he asked me what language can we talk. I said, well, if you prefer, for me, it's better to talk Italian, even if I am trying to arrange in English, but Italian I would consider my second language. For the years I spent in Italy. And then the nuncio told me, if it would be proposed to you, this episcopal seat in Hamilton, in Bermuda, would you accept if the Pope would propose? So in this situation, when you hear if the Pope would propose, probably you are just saying yes. It's something that is touching you. It's touching your inside. Well, it's not a question that you are going to change your vestment and that stuff, but that you are going to take a serious position. And it's serious. If we want to do it well, even if the diocese is small, but it's a kind of position. You are not an ordinary person anymore. I always appreciated my being an ordinary person, because I liked it. As I used to say, I always want to decide with whom and when I am going to have a coffee. Now, probably not everything is going to be so easy.
With some of the bishops that you've met over the years, like Bishop Kurtz, the current bishop of Bermuda, what are some of the traits that you admire about them and hope to aspire to?
Well, I admire very much Bishop Kurtz as a person, as a religious, as a priest. I didn't have much to do with him as a bishop, but I don't think that he changed a lot. When I came to Rome for my studies in theology as a seminarian from Krakow, I spent here 3 years, and Father Kurtz was the superior general of the congregation. What was very, very important for me as a seminarian in formation, and is still important, that I remember him every day when he was in Rome, that he was spending an hour, starting with 5 until 6 p.m. in the chapel, very often knelt, praying. And it was a great experience for me as a seminarian. So I believe that these characteristics can inspire. Bermuda is not very, the diocese is not huge. So I hope that it is going to create me the opportunity not just to be a bishop, but to be a pastor. Well, to walk together. When I was in Capranica, a pastor there, a little place here in Italy, near our shrine of Mentorella, there were 150 parishioners. And Father Sadi MacDonald, who was the superior general at that time, and I was serving to him as translator, for example, once he called me to Rome and he said, we are going to the store, I'm going to buy you a cell phone. It was my first cell phone, because it couldn't be that you have 150 people in your parish and you are never home. So I think that I want to stay close to the people.
On a lighter note, do you like to swim, or do you golf at all?
These are two other challenges. Yeah, I was having problems with swimming. I don't know how to swim. Mm-hmm. So that would be a chance to learn. And from the other perspective, Father Władysław Boleski, he told me, well, the first thing you have to learn when you would come to the islands is that you have to learn how to play golf.
Well, I hear as long as you like beautiful sunrises and sunsets, you'll be just fine. And they have really good food there. I know firsthand from my time there as a deacon. So my final question to you is there anything you'd like to say to the people that you're about to minister to?
Well, I would like to tell them that, well, I am afraid. Probably they are also afraid a bit because somebody from outside and a very far outside is coming. When I was coming to Kapranica, and I was, as I told you, a little place in the mountains, the people there, they just received the information that they are going to have a Polish priest. And, you know, they they said that they don't even speak Italian among them, but just the dialect. So they said, well, are we going to be able to communicate with that guy? However, we did very well for 5 years. So, because that was the time I was sent there. So I hope that even if I am going to be challenged to learn English, culture, and many other things, I am open to learn, and I hope that the people would help me. I don't want to be just the shepherd who is saying we have to go this or that way. I want that we walk together.
I want to wish you well and God's blessings, Father Wesley, as you continue on the journey.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for doing this interview.
Thank you.